Well, these are expressions of desperation, Dan. He's on his final lap, if you will, and he has very little probability of succeeding at anything. The war is, for all intents and purposes, over in Ukraine. People have begun to come to that realization, and obviously nobody wants to drill a dry hole. I think we are watching the Ukrainian army collapse. It's been underway for some time now. What was initially a mild spring rain is turning into a flood when it comes to this. As it becomes increasingly clear there's nothing left with which to fight, and that Ukraine is totally prostrate, then I suppose Zelensky will climb into an aircraft and leave. Otherwise, I think he stands an excellent chance of ending up in front of a firing squad, probably sponsored by his own people. This is a tragedy that we've helped to bring on. It's embarrassing, it's humiliating.
Welcome to our channel. Today, we peel back the layers of a story so explosive, it could have irreversibly altered the power balance in Eastern Europe. The alleged plot to assassinate Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. This episode is shadowed by the complex web of military escalations on the Ukrainian frontline, where the echoes of warfare resonate deeply across the international arena. In a revelation that reads like a script from a Cold War thriller, a plan to end Zelensky's tenure in a hail of secrecy and betrayal comes to light, echoing the assertions of Colonel Douglas Macgregor about the unseen depths of military strategy and the chess games played in the shadows of global politics. As we venture deeper into tonight's coverage, brace yourself to confront the chilling realities of espionage, military advancements, and the relentless pursuit of dominance in a region torn by conflict and controversy. Our broadcast tonight leads with a story that nearly sent shockwaves through the corridors of power from Kyiv to the Kremlin. Authorities in Poland have successfully derailed what could have been a grim chapter in European history, an assassination attempt on Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. In an operation shrouded in secrecy, a suspect was detained, accused of providing detailed information about President Zelensky's travel plans at a Polish airport directly to operatives of the Russian Federal Security Service. This information was intended to facilitate an audacious bid to terminate his presidency. Amidst this shocking revelation, the undercurrents of geopolitical strategies come to the forefront, highlighting the precarious position of Zelensky in this vast geopolitical game. Colonel Douglas has pointed out that Zelensky may no longer hold the utilitarian value he once did for Western allies, suggesting a potential pivot in their strategies which might involve sidelining Zelensky in favor of negotiating directly with Russia. This attempt on Zelensky's life isn't just an isolated incident but ties into a larger narrative of escalating tensions and intelligence activities across Europe. Just yesterday, a significant explosion disrupted operations at the largest munitions factory in the UK, suspected to be linked to foreign sabotage. Concurrently, in Germany, authorities apprehended two alleged Russian intelligence agents plotting assaults on military installations, part of a suspected coordinated effort to undermine Western military capabilities. As these threads of international espionage and covert warfare weave a tapestry of intrigue, the implications for community safety and national security are profound. These developments force us to reconsider the delicate balance of power and the lengths nations will go to protect or challenge it. As we grapple with the repercussions of these events, it becomes crucial to explore the ongoing military engagements on the Ukrainian frontline, where the stakes are not just territorial but deeply personal for those involved. Let's delve deeper into the fierce clashes that continue to shape the fate of a nation. In an alarming sequence of events that has raised the specter of a sprawling shadow war across Europe, we turn our attention to a recent catastrophic explosion at one of the UK's largest munitions factories. This facility, pivotal in the production of artillery ammunition, suffered extensive damage, undermining not only local operations but also the broader logistical network critical to NATO's eastern defenses. Parallel to this incident, security forces in Germany conducted a nighttime operation culminating in the detention of two individuals suspected of espionage activities. These operatives, believed to be linked to Russian intelligence, were reportedly in the advanced stages of planning targeted attacks against multiple military installations, with the intention of crippling Western military capabilities. The implications of these incidents are profound, hinting at a coordinated strategy that stretches well beyond simple reconnaissance. Analysis suggests these operations may be part of a larger Russian agenda to destabilize Western military infrastructure, complicating NATO's response mechanisms and sowing discord among alliance members. As we piece together these incidents, the picture that emerges is one of calculated aggression and clandestine operations. With espionage activities seemingly on the rise, the landscape of international security is visibly shifting, presenting new challenges and dilemmas for policymakers and defense strategists alike. This escalation in covert operations serves as a stark reminder of the volatile and ever-evolving nature of modern warfare. As we continue our coverage, we delve into the heart of the conflict in Ukraine, where these strategies manifest on the battlefield, shaping the conflict dynamics and the lives of those on the front lines. On the battlefields of eastern Ukraine, a significant shift in the tide of war is unfolding. Mr. Colonel comments on the situation, noting Russia's momentum is seemingly unstoppable, with their forces executing strategic operations that reshape the frontline daily. Most notably, Russian troops have secured vital positions south of Ugledar, a maneuver that has altered the dynamics of the entire region. These advances are not just isolated victories but part of a concerted push into territories that were staunchly defended for months. In a significant development south of Ugledar, Russian forces have utilized cluster munitions and heavy artillery to weaken Ukrainian defenses, resulting in the capture of critical supply routes and communication lines. This operation saw the deployment of approximately 1,500 troops and a coordinated artillery barrage that targeted key Ukrainian fortifications, leading to a breach that allowed ground forces to encircle and eventually take control of Novomikhailivka. This relentless advance by Russian forces has compelled the Ukrainian military to reconsider their defensive strategies. The loss of Novomikhailivka, a critical junction for supply lines in the region, forces a re-evaluation of resource allocation and defensive postures along adjacent sectors. The strategic importance of these locations cannot be overstated, as they provide not only a tactical advantage but also control over supply channels that are vital for sustaining military operations. As Russian forces consolidate their gains, the impact extends beyond the immediate tactical advantages. Each step forward reshapes the strategic landscape, forcing Ukrainian commanders to deploy reserves and adjust their tactics in real time. This ongoing adaptation on the battlefield underscores the fluidity and brutality of modern warfare, where control over a single town can shift the balance of power significantly. As the conflict deepens, Ukrainian forces are not standing idle. Reacting strategically to the Russian advances, the defense lines around Berdichi and Semenivka have become centers of intense military activity. Here, Ukrainian brigades have mounted robust counterattacks, aiming to reclaim strategic footholds and disrupt Russian supply lines. Despite facing overwhelming odds, including heavy artillery barrages and relentless aerial assaults from Russian forces, these units have managed to secure small but significant territories. These counter-offensives are marked by a series of calculated engagements, where Ukrainian forces, employing guerrilla tactics and leveraging the rugged terrain, have managed to regain control of several key outposts. Reports indicate that over the past 48 hours, Ukrainian forces have advanced approximately 3 kilometers into contested zones, inflicting measurable losses on Russian armored units. The determination displayed by Ukrainian forces exemplifies the fluid nature of this conflict. Each tactical maneuver on their part not only serves to disrupt Russian plans but also boosts the morale of the troops and the civilians supporting them. It's a game of chess where each piece moved is crucial. Each position fortified adds to the strength of their defensive line, ensuring that each Russian advance is met with a formidable response. This relentless spirit of counteroffensive is what shapes the current state of the war, demonstrating not just military resilience but also tactical evolution in the face of a powerful adversary. Ukrainian forces, through their adaptive strategies and indomitable will, are writing a narrative of resistance that reverberates far beyond their borders. These battlefield shifts are not isolated skirmishes but pivotal moments in a larger narrative of resilience and tactical innovation. As we continue to track these developments, the implications for international diplomacy and the responses from global powers are becoming ever more crucial. Let's examine the international reactions and the unfolding diplomatic dynamics that these military engagements are stimulating. As we conclude today's segment, Mr. Douglas Macgregor reminds us of the critical importance of understanding the intricate dance of geopolitics, where every move carries weight far beyond the immediate battlefield. His insights reveal a world in flux, where security concerns and strategic maneuverings deeply affect the lives of millions across the globe. Stay tuned to our channel for continuous coverage of these unfolding events. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates and in-depth analysis of these critical times. Thank you for watching.